definitely excited to see that. Lots of cool skins too.
Yep.
Seeing Piltover Customs Blitzcrank, the Hot Wheels Blitzcrank. See Pax Jax. Oh man.
Alistar with a gun. That's OP. Ban it. That's not okay. He doesn't need a ranged attack. But yeah, at the loading screen now, I'm Gandair. Casting with me is Chobra. On the top end of the map, we have point defense. Sauron playing as Jax, ZaberZ playing as Ezreal, MMKH playing as Blitzcrank, FDru playing as Alistar, and Nekrogen playing as Cassiopeia. Who do we have on the other side of the map?
On the other side, on the purple side, we have... Oh, I'm gonna switch over right here. We have Pex, Pays, Evelynn Child Support. There we go. It's inFe on Ryze, Panzerzs on Irelia, konfetarius on Brand, Painkillar once again on that Pantheon, and CaptnBuwberry on Malphite.
And look at the starting items here. Malphite going Dorn Shield Ninja Tabby right off the bat. He knows he's going to be taking a lot of attack damage, probably from auto attacks, especially from Jax. I feel like that's a very anti-Jax move. ZaberZ is going to be doing some AD damage too. I don't doubt at all. See Prospector's Blades, Boots, Potions, stuff coming out for both teams. And everything looks pretty standard and ordinary right now.
Yep, just, boots, Prospector's items, a tier here and there. Nothing too shocking. Couple mana pots too for those who have spammy skill sets. Which I think just that early sustain is of either resource, be it health or mana, is just so important in kind of poking out and then coming to a fight at the windmill if you choose to do so as a team. So we'll see how that works out. It's going to be Jax and Malphite both capping their respective bottom towers. Irelia is going to cap the drill while Alistar captures the refinery.
KDR switch.
Oh, yep, I was a little late. I got it though, yeah. Last game too, I was a little late. I might have to be reminded every time until I just get used to it completely. But top at the windmill, we're going to see point defense start capping and gets a lot of the cap. Blitzcrank goes immediately for the pull. So much damage going on to inFe on Ryze. Ryze gets person down right away. Blitzcrank is going to survive that. And look at that dot going on Brand. So much. And there's the flash headbutt and the pulverized back. It allows for a double kill onto Cassiopeia, and Panzerzs is going to get bursted down right away. Big plays coming out from the very first fight. A triple kill going to Cassiopeia. They're going to immediately cap that windmill.
That was exactly as horrible as I imagined it. That was absolutely brutal what just happened to Pex there. And if that's any indication of the way the rest of the game is going to go, point defense is going to be playing in a really good spot right now. See both of them, we got FDru and Nekrogen. FDru, I think, and Nekrogen is how they're pronounced, I'm pretty sure. Hanging out up at the top there, just waiting for things to go down. It looks like Jax bottom, so Cassiopeia is up top to throw that AoE damage around, which is also going to be good. Konfetarius getting just unloaded on there. Got the stun goes off, but doesn't really do too much. MMKH getting caught, but he's got four-wheel drive. He's just going to move on right out of the way there, try and grab Panzerzs. Panzerzs doesn't want any of that. He turns right back around and regroups with his buddies there. 4 top versus, 3 top. Looks like they're going to hang around, maybe going to wait for konfetarius to come back to life before they try and make a move. Or they're going to swing down on the bottom, try and make bad things happen to Sauron.
Yep, Panzerzs is making a run for it, gets that speed shrine, is going to come, preps that true damage, is going to jump over that corner with Blaze Surge, gets exhausted, but they immediately exhaust. Jax is going to pick up that kill, and they're going to start trying to cap this, but Ezreal's ult is actually going to be perfectly timed to interrupt it immediately. Very, very awesome True Shot Rush coming down. Meanwhile, Pantheon got a little bit caught trying to get that Storm Shield, now trying to stop Blitzcrank from getting his free Storm Shield on his part. Blitzcrank actually backs away, tries to get the pull so that Sauron can get in range to kill Painkillar, but it's going to miss just so barely. Alistar just trying to zone them so that Blitzcrank can continue capturing that Storm Shield. They're going to keep disrupting it though, but point defense is okay with that. They have a 3 cap right now, and they're actually going to start putting pressure. Oh, Cassiopeia trying to go for that immediate scream into Irelia's face, but Irelia just got out of that way.
Yeah, missed with the ultimate there, but that's okay. It will come off cooldown eventually. And Nekrogen getting literally blown up, straight up into the air and getting taken out. Now Sauron's got the counterattack to try and escape, but Exhaust goes down as soon as counterattack finishes. And that's how you want to play that. You don't want to exhaust them while counterattack is up, because you're not going to be doing damage to them anyway with AAs while that's down, up. Wait till it goes down, drop that exhaust. Good play there. And Sauron does take a trip back to the graveyard there. However, MMKH going around the back here, no, does not quite get that neutral off on that. And now he's in between a bunch of bad things happening to him. He goes down, takes a trip to the garage. Nekrogen over here with ZaberZ pushing up on this tower right now. CaptnBuwberry low on health, got that dot as well. Picks up that health relic, trying to recover a little bit of the damage that's been done to him so far as they keep pressing this minion wave forward.
Yep, meanwhile, during all of that, Ryze was taken out by Alistar here. Alistar had that Storm Shield, was able to push him out, and then the minions now capture the drill, so point defense now has a 4 cap. They're continuing to push their advantage, and MMKH is going to come in, goes for the grab. Brand's going to juke him out though, going towards the minions, tries to get the kill with his ultimate, but he got out of the way right away. Ryze is also just going to sit around here next to the minions. Meanwhile, bot lane, Sauron keeping Buwberry. He keeps him stunned so that ZaberZ has a little bit more time on the tower. The minions now beating on it. They're just going to keep on putting some damage onto Buwberry. Sauron running very, very low, though. Sauron needs to get out of the way. He actually leaves strikes, but the brand hits him. Is the dot going to be enough, or is he going to live? He's actually going to live. Oh, no. He's going to get taken down by the very, very last tick. I thought he would survive with 10 health, but it was not enough. Meanwhile, FDru now setting up once again here in this brush. See what he can find, but he's not going to be happy with what he finds. It's going to be 2 people coming at him. Gets the slow and then the stun from Pantheon. Just tons and tons of burst damage after trying to juke through the brush, trying to just live a little bit longer, but he's going to get taken down. Pantheon, Irelia will be going straight for the windmill, and that actually just turned into the objective point, so that's going to be pretty advantageous for Pex.
Yep, they are going to get that windmill before anyone's able to get up there and stop it. Nekrogen is going to get killed bottom, and ZaberZ was chased away with double-digit hit points right before that happened as well. Too many things going on, too many places. We need picture-in-picture technology for this thing. Sauron coming down to the bottom point over here to try and get a neutral off on that. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off or not before Malphite is going to get down there, and Malphite gets there and is going to interrupt that. Sauron's going to go ahead and start backing away there, but I don't know if he's quite going to be able to get back out of that in one piece or not.
Sauron actually just sticking around, spamming his taunt and running away, is going to go to safety through that health relic. Meanwhile, Pantheon dueling ZaberZ on Ezreal. ZaberZ trying to get to the health relic. He does get it. He turns around with that exhaust, putting out so much damage onto Painkillar. He gets the ultimate. Painkillar almost dodged it by walking around Ezreal. Meanwhile, MMKH gets a kill onto Brand, and now going to just hide in that brush. Irelia's not sure she wants to go in and check it. She's actually going to disrupt only Blitzcrank's port. So very, very unfortunate for MMKH. She's going to run away with a mana barrier, but Irelia may be able to catch her. Actually, Irelia's just going to go right on off. Doesn't want to spend too much time chasing around right now. Towers are the objectives in this capture and hold game type. FDru zoning out inFe, and ZaberZ hops right on over the wall to neutralize that windmill. Very, very good communication and team play coming up from these two. They're going to neutralize it and just sit a little bit while Sauron comes in and look at that damage onto inFe. He's going to be able to clean that up without an issue. Pantheon now reporting in with that man drop, but he's going to back off right away. He just turned around as he dropped. Just didn't want to have anything to do with that
down at the bottom end of the map, Nekrogen is maybe going to burn down to Brand. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Brand successfully defends that point there at the bottom. MMKH going to pick up that relic in the center now, and now that we got big bad boss car Blitzcrank driving around. 4-wheel drive engaged, going for konfetarius. Is he going to... There we go, get the airborne, goes off, grabs it, pulls him right back into Sauron. Sauron's going to land the stun on konfetarius, and the Ezreal ult comes in to take him down. Great shot by ZaberZ. And Buwberry now doing some work to try and get rid of Sauron, but Painkillar in between all of them is going to get focused. Now Buwberry, the last man standing, probably not going to be standing from that much longer by the look of things, as one stun, airborne, interrupt, goes off right after the other, is going to get taken out, and they are going to take the bottom point as well.
Yep, Alistar meanwhile uses the defensive Garrison to kind of hold on to this point as long as possible. They did capture the Boneyard, so it's a 4 cap for a little bit. Even if they lose the windmill, it will be a 3 cap for the time being, so Alistar is going to back off right away. Way too many minions anyway for him to have to stop the cap completely. Look at Brand getting bursted down, but the ultimate bouncing in between Nekrogen and ZaberZ as much as possible. Painkillar running solo, tries to just pick up that kill on Nekrogen, but Nekrogen is going to live for the time being. Picks up that health relic. Malphite coming in though. Whoever he locks onto, they are in a bad spot unless someone else comes to help ZaberZ, and Nekrogen Meanwhile, Irelia now heading back up top to block against Jax and Blitzcrank. And I wanted to mention earlier in that bottom fight, MMKH has been doing this the entire game, but anytime he gets a stun, he makes sure to walk back a little bit to extend the distance of that pool, get them even closer to his teammates rather than going for an easy guaranteed pull right away. Takes the time to set up for that. Oh, botlane Malphite actually gets kited around this rock, is going to be taken down by Cassiopeia. Very, very good 2v1 play by ZaberZ and Nekrogen, using their positioning and the tower to their advantage. Meanwhile, top lane, we have the full-on fight going on. Sauron fighting 3v1 while Blitzcrank is trying to take down inFe on Ryze. Ryze will go down, but tower is still in control by Pex. Now they're just homing in onto FDru on Alistar. Gonna keep on chasing, gets the chain stun. Is he gonna get taken down? Yes, the passive will take him out from
Jackson
Brand.
OP, but not quite that OP, guys. Sauron was just trying to buy time for his buddies there, and it didn't quite work out in his favor. Brand gets completely annihilated over there, and looks like Painkillar is going to be the next one in a bad spot. Got that uppercut right there. They got the aggressive arcane shift in. Trying to shoot down a satellite, maybe. ZaberZ fires off that ult, just goes off into space after that engagement, and they are going to take Windmill now.
Yep, Windmill has been going back and forth, but in the end, Point Defense has been very, very active on the map to make sure they can continue to maintain that 3 cap. If they see people pushing down at the Windmill, they immediately go for the Boneyard, and vice versa. Right now we see Cassiopeia again continue to pressure bot while everyone is kind of merging around the speed shrine here. Malphite's going to pick up that Storm Shield. He's going to be a giant boulder now, running. Oh, Alistar kind of shows his face and decides, oh, never mind, that's a 3v1. I'm going to try to run out of here. Alistar pretty slow right now, though. Malphite also being able to catch up with Seismic Shard. The Pulverize isn't going to be that optimal. After now running towards the minions. Meanwhile, we see the full effect of the fight going down. MMKH was targeted by Pantheon, but he's going to get away from the time being. Sauron now being the new target with that exhaust. He gets bursted down right away. ZaberZ now in a very bad place. MMKH trying to pull someone out to extend the fight a little bit longer, but not going to happen. All the meanwhile, FDru sitting comfortably at top with inFe, but now he's going to just be in a terrible, terrible position in this 3v1 while Malphite immediately shows up at bottom to assist again with that awesomely timed ultimate coming up from ZaberZ, getting the interrupt immediately, so he's a little bit more time. Bottom, Malphite is now going to sit here and try to defend this Boneyard as Cassiopeia and Blitzcrank are both here. Ezreal actually picks up a kill onto Pantheon. He's still dueling. He gets a double kill onto Irelia while fighting 3v1.
ZaberZ, man, that was absolutely crazy. Goes up there, gets 2 kills, fires off the ult for a sick interrupt. Now down at the bottom end of the map, it's, 3v1 under a tower. CaptnBuwberry is going to get taken out. Painkillar coming down here. I'm not sure if he can pull off this by himself or not. A lot of damage getting unloaded on him, and Nekrogen's going to go down. Sauron and MMKH are going to back off. We got Irelia there chasing with the ult, but it looks like she's not quite able to catch them. MMKH goes around, grabs Panzerzs, uppercut. Gonna start driving away there. Sauron retreats back over the tower. Hextrigger goes off, but is going to get picked off anyway. FDru heading up towards the top, hanging around up there. Probably just waiting for his teammates before he decides to go do something. Either that, and he needs a cow, grass, snack time, that kind of thing up there. konfetarius is gonna go ahead and B. And a little bit of a lull in the action right now as both teams sort of get reorganized, regroup a little bit before their next play.
Yep, Hex does have the 3 cap at this point. They are now starting to tick away a little bit more at Point Defense Nexus. They do sit at a still quite significant disadvantage in numbers, but this game can go in anyone's direction still at this point. Pex still holding on to that 3rd point at the Windmill. They're now grouping up to try to interrupt this capture. Meanwhile, bottom not looking too good for Brand, but at the same time, Sauron running low has to run immediately as he sees the Mandrop coming down, and Cassiopeia is going to get taken out, but that means there's only 2 people up top. It's Irelia and Ryze, both fairly sustainable, but Ryze still not that tanky yet. Irelia jumps in to try to help. The tower is there putting out some damage, but that Garrison on it though, and ZaberZ puts out a lot of damage onto Irelia. The pool came down and then just absolutely oh, Malphite ulting across the wall to just extend this 3 cap a little bit longer. He did put out decent damage. Alistar taking quite a bit of damage now from the tower. Brand's gonna come in and help with that interrupt. ZaberZ not looking too good, and the ultimate does connect from Brand. I don't think it's going to be enough to pick up the health for he's going to live for the time being. Brand just trying to get it with that Pillar of Flame isn't going to connect. ZaberZ starting to port. Alistar tries to go for the save with the headbutt, but then Ezreal trying to make a sneaky escape across the wall is going to get caught right away by Ryze. And Brand Blitzcrank now running away for his life, sitting at about half health. Bot lane, Pantheon gonna get taken out, and Sauron Nekrogen starting on the
Sauron Nekrogen down there. That's very near to being. Yep, it does get neutralized, and now without that defender's advantage, there Nekrogen's gonna get the slow off on Panzerzs, but it's going to be okay for the moment. Sauron really trying to aggressively get this cap going, trying to keep them down there as much as possible, wants to keep this neutral. The clock is paused right now, 298 to 104. Nexus health in favor of point defense at the moment, with his activist point defenses being Sauron got the dodge. Panzerzs, is Panzerzs going to get taken out? No, Sauron's going to go down. Nekrogen misses with the AoE. Panzerzs going to escape from that okay. Got a true shot barrage from Ezreal. Doesn't quite connect. CaptnBuwberry is going to take some damage from Mystic Shot, I think that one's called. And they're going to chip away at him. He's going to go down. Konfetarius down here. He wants to get Nekrogen down. And he's going to throw that ult. No, there we go, there we go. We got that dot damage going there. Forgot about that for a second. Sauron jumps in, takes out Brand, and now Sauron ZaberZ against Buwberry, but Buwberry is just tank mode with the Tabby, the Randuin's Glacial Shroud, Negatron Cloak, Cloth Armor, Doran's Shield. This guy is just loaded up with defense, and you can just see him living and living and living, buying time for Panzerzs to get down there and start dealing some damage. Nekrogen comes back into the fight now from the brief vacation away. Panzerzs getting taken down. They're going to try again to try and secure this point. Buwberry's still alive, still active. Is he going to get there in time to click it and interrupt? No, he is not. Point defense able to secure that point. Ezreal fires off another ult, but it doesn't quite kill Buwberry like he was looking for. Konfetarius getting stunned right outside the summoner platform, gets taken down by MMKH. Painkillar can't walk through enemy champs, so he's going to go down. And now Malphite's like, hey, where'd my team go?
Yeah, right at their own summoner platform ramp right there. ZaberZ also using that offensive arcane shift over the corner to stay out of the fountain damage, but still able to help his teammates in close quarters. Buwberry and Panzerzs now kind of locked against their own ramp. They're just trying to see an opening. Meanwhile, MMKH takes this opportunity to go for this drill. The man drop's going to come in, but the neutralize will finish before he lands right on top of that car. MMKH a little bit in a bad position, but just again kiting with his passive, taking away at Painkillar's health, and he's going to make a getaway for the time being. Sauron now shows up. Bottom lane, they are going to be able to take this tower. They've completely zoned ZaberZ out of the way, but Buwberry is going to get interrupted. There's still minions beating on it, though. Meanwhile, actually, with the help of Sauron, Blitzcrank is now able to kill off Painkillar on Pantheon. They're going to get this capture before Brand can get there. Yup, it's going to finish as soon as Brand starts to channel. The ultimate goes down on Jax, but Blitzcrank was away for the full duration, so it's not going to bounce back and forth. The shutdown goes to Irelia against Blitzcrank, but Sauron's going to live to defend that drill. ZaberZ now getting chased down by CaptnBuwberry. He arcane shifts to live a little bit longer, but Buwberry should be able to finish that off with that seismic shard, and now he's going to start neutralizing this
Sauron was hanging out just out of sight there, waiting for Panzerzs to show up, and as soon as Panzerzs begins to click on that tower, Sauron steps out to chase them away, but now Panzerzs and Painkillar up there trying to deal with Sauron. Are they going to be able to? Sauron does have the defender's advantage, but his counterattack is down now, and he gets shut down. Panzerzs almost getting taken with him. That's a lot of creeps there. That tower is going to be completely secure for them. We got the defensive Garrison goes down on the top tower as MMKH and FDru are trying to unseat inFe from it, and it looks like they might be successful in doing so. No, inFe is going to back off. He's going to get out of there. FDru is going to catch him with the headbutt, but now inFe's team is over there. Painkillar's going to get a stun. Bam, there we go. Steak for dinner. Burning cow. That's all she wrote for Alistar there, and MMKH is going to go ahead and recall away.
Yeah, MMKH though just plays without any fear, even if he's low. If his teammates are in trouble, he goes for that pool to continue kiting, and he's very, very successful at it. But once that missed, he decided to go back, heal up, and come back into the game. Pex still holds that 3 cap. They are running quite low on their Nexus health, but the game isn't over. Pex now grouping up to try to decide what to do. Brand is going to get shown a little bit here in the center. Malphite and Ryze walking around these bushes, and they're going to start making their way top while Irelia picks up the storm, or she's going to pick up the speed shrine, excuse me, and make her way back up top. ZaberZ running very, very low, only going against Painkillar. Blitzcrank also going to get zoned. Malphite immediately switches to the tower. They want to get this cap, so it's no longer tied. Good pull coming up from Blitzcrank for that disrupt. Irelia is actually going to port back as there's a little bit of an issue bot lane with Sauron pressuring Brand, and while inFe's going to pick up the kill onto Blitzcrank, they're going to get this windmill. Irelia, with that smart recall of perfect timing, saw that there was going to be some trouble coming in, especially with Alistar and Cassiopeia now showing up next to this boneyard, but the man drop will come in from Pantheon. The ultimate from Brand also connecting between Alistar and Jax. Pantheon just going to jump right onto Jax, so Jax can't continue following Panzerzs, so Panzerzs going to finish the job onto Cassiopeia. Panzerzs is going to duel Sauron with the help of Painkillar. Painkillar is going to pick it up with that crit passive. Alistar gets out for the time being. He's going to just make a run for it. Who knows where he's going? He might be going towards the drill, but he's going to make a run for this speed shrine actually. And we'll see where he chooses to go. Yep, he's going to go for the drill and try to go for that neutralize maybe. Irelia is on her way though.
Just recently come back and is going to chase him away. Gets a little bit of capping in on there, but forces a position change from point defense. Point defense having to draw themselves, you know, in a different direction. See how they start swinging up towards the top of the map now. And ZaberZ and konfetarius down around the bottom. Sauron coming for konfetarius again. It seems like every time Sauron wants to get konfetarius, konfetarius just dies. That's not a very good thing right there. Sauron versus Bran. Bran has not been doing too well against him, but CaptnBuwberry is going to get there in time. No, not quite. The ult isn't able to hit both of them. He wasn't able to click on the tower in time. He is going to be able to delay for a little bit there, but right now, Pex is ticking down. He might be able to get ZaberZ. No, he's going to go ahead and he's going to try and get out of there, but Exhaust goes down on him. Okay, I guess he does get ZaberZ, but he goes down along with, and that is an ace for just a brief second. It's worth of an ace there. And now Pex is in trouble. Pex has got to make a play pretty quickly here. They got to take that bot, they got to get it neutral, and they got to have someone swing top or to any other tower on the map. Otherwise, this game's going to end.
Yep, there's only 20 ticks left. They spent 3 people already on the boneyard to fight Sauron. They want to neutralize it. That's going to slow it down. However, that may have been just enough time for point defense to pull out the victory. They still have 3 caps, and Alistar is actually just going to come here to continue wasting time of the enemy. They're just going to chase him down as they know the game's over. All gathering next to the Nexus of Purple Team, which is about to explode. The man drop going down. GG's coming out, and point defense will take the victory out of this awesome and exciting match.